Hello and welcome once again to the Upper Valley Humane Society. I'm sorry it's been a long time since we were here last, but we come back full of vim and gusto and vigor, and we're all ready to show you some wonderful animals which you'll find you just can't do without. So please have your pen and pencil ready. You can take down the name and our telephone number, which will be on the screen from time to time, and please come and visit us. So, and this is Tiger, by the way, who you're just about to be introduced to. Wonderful cat, and Caitlin's going to tell you all about him. So this is Tiger, still we're talking about, and gorgeous guy. To start with, he's very handsome, and I'm just going to say a few things about him, and then Caitlin. Caitlin's the one in the purple, by the way, and this is Tiger. Caitlin will tell us a little bit more about him. Tiger is 11 years young. And he has some special needs, but he's very, very sociable, and he loves people. He wants to follow someone around, and he's happy to help with anything that you have in the house. He really likes people.
Yes.
So he would be a good cat for someone who's home all the time.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to be around someone all the time.
Yes, he doesn't want people who leave at 6 in the morning, get back in 6 in the evening. And so maybe somebody who's retired and doesn't go anywhere very much. Does he get on with other cats?
No.
No.
Or dogs. He wants to be your only pet.
Only with a capital O. In fact, in capitals altogether, O-N-L-Y, because it's all about Tiger. If he had a camera and could take selfies, he'd probably be taking selfies all the time. Anyway, so tell us a little bit about his special needs.
Okay, so Tiger has hyperthyroidism, which is caused by basically an overactive thyroid gland, which makes him feel like he's been running a marathon all the time. It speeds up his metabolism and has a lot of other effects on him. So he is on a medication in the morning and in the evening, so he'll need to be on that medication forever, for the rest of his life, to keep him healthy. Yeah.
And, I mean, is that very expensive?
No, it's a pretty common medication. He takes it well. You just give it to him orally, and it's not a big deal. He's very good about it.
Yeah, and a lot of humans have that
yes.
too. As a matter of fact, I've had it myself at some point in my life. And so it's not a problem. You know, excuse us, we're a bit tired of, whoops. Well, there you are. We want to get into the action. And so he's a pretty independent guy, isn't he?
He is. So he's very friendly. He loves people. He likes to know everything that's going on. So sometimes he has to get down, make sure that everyone is behaving, making sure everyone's doing their work.
Yeah. Bit nosy, really.
Yes, I would call him.
Yes, and quite an autocrat. So if you're looking for someone like that in your household, and I'm sure you are, because after all, he has a great, great deal of personality. Just a huge personality. And that's fun to have around. And if you are someone who, as I say, stays in a lot, and maybe you can't get out much, you could have a disability, then please think about Tiger, because he would be perfect for you. And actually, I think it's the other way around. You would be perfect for him. And he's, I say, as Caitlin and I both say, he's great with doing the chores, and he would organize you to pay the bills and tell you what you needed to shop for, particularly all the nice cat food stuff. So I think in about 1 second, when he was in your household, you would not be able to do without him. He is the world's great organizer. And he is the world's greatest I am cat. So please come and see him. Of course, like us all, you'll fall in love with him. This is Cookie. Woo! Oh, that was Cookie. Oh, she's quite a weight, isn't she? She's quite a big lady, Cookie. I'm sorry, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see of Cookie, but she's very. Well, this is another cat who's very independent-minded and big personality. Loves to cuddle, and I'm sure so you could cuddle up to her in bed if you're a single person like me, a widow, or just on your own. Then, you know, it's great to go to bed with someone like that. I go to bed with my dachshund, actually, and I cuddle him up, and I'm asleep in no time at all. And Cookie would definitely take over that job. she actually lives in the office of the shelter manager, and she sort of roams around the kitchen all day. Funny that she roams around the kitchen, isn't it? I wonder what she's after. Little bit of sardine dropping from the counter or something. No. Cookie, can you look at the... Yes, that's right. Look at those green eyes. Beautiful, shiny black fur. Absolutely lovely. And like Tiger, she does not like dogs. And she would like to be an only cat again. A lot of cats really like to be only cats, I think, don't they, Cookie dear? Yes, and she wants the attention. So there you are. I just think she'd slip into your heart and into your home and into your arms, and as I say, probably into your bed in no time at all. And within one day you'd wonder why you had never had Cookie in your life. Oh, and she's always very photogenic too. Yes, she said, take one of me and plaster it all over the Upper Valley because I am the great and wonderful Cookie. So, well, we seem to have quite a few cats that have the same wishes and desires. This is Junior. Isn't he handsome? I mean, look at the little nose. Can you look at the camera, dear? Yes. And he's in this wonderful, beautiful, newly painted cat room. Let me see, purple and lilac. It's, the cats really appreciate it. Anyway, Junior is very social, isn't he, sweetheart? Yes, very social, and he loves being petted. Again, he would like to be your only pet. He loves chin scratches. Let's try the chin scratches, yes. And he doesn't mind being picked up. So he wouldn't want to be with a dog. No, he's not a dog. He's not a dog cat. A lot of cats, they find dogs noisy, big, smelly creatures. Yes, and they want to play. The dogs want to play with them, and the cats don't want to play. I think, oh, look at the lovely paws. They're so soft. Think of sitting with those paws on you. Lovely, lovely. You're very sweet, my darling little cat. Yes. Can Roz give you a little kiss? Yes. Lovely purr. And I've said this before, but just you come home and you're just tired. I mean, it may have been a good day, but it's the end of the day and you're tired. And so you just have Junior on your lap and you have a cup of tea or coffee. I mean, I'm a tea person. And Junior sits on your lap and purrs away, and he's so soft and sweet. Just what you need. Just what you need in your life. And of course, do you think he doesn't mind being left alone at all?
No, he's not super needy. He loves your attention, but he's okay if you have to go.
He's okay. So you could. Oh, look at us. Oh, you're so sweet. Please come and see Junior. And he's so soft. He's got this long, soft, and a sort of chirpy purr. So please come. Because I think you'll fall in love with him. I know I say that about every animal, but I fall in love with every animal. And I think he's rather special. So now I'm introducing you to two cats. The one that we're actually talking about is the black one. But he's snuggling in there with the other one, with the lovely white bib, who's a female. And I hear that actually Norman, that's his name, is quite a ladies' guy, but he has quite a history. And I'm going to ask Caitlin to explain to you all that has happened in Norman's life to date.
Okay, so Norman is on the left. He is about 3 years old, and Norman came to us last fall. We did a neglect case, so we just rescued him from a situation that wasn't very good. And when he first got here, he had never had a human friend before, so he didn't trust us. He was very suspicious. And we worked really hard with the great staff, spent a lot of time with him, trying to teach him that people are nice and that, petting feels good. And slowly but surely, he is warming up to us. He likes to be petted now by his human friends. He loves to play. He crawled in a staff member's lap the other day, which was a very big deal. It was very exciting. And we're just so proud of him. It seems like he makes progress every day.
It's really hard, isn't it? And he was with 29
Yes.
rescues, and
yes.
and so he really didn't know about normal life or human life. Is the other one lying on top of him? That's so sweet. You can't tell one from the other, except I can see the little white paws. Is she up for adoption too?
Yes,
she has the same problems that Norman has.
So that's Dottie. She actually came to us from a different kind of situation.
Yeah.
And she is making progress as well, a little slower than he is, but she is learning to trust us as well, and it really helps to have a friend, a cat friend.
So it might really work if somebody was to adopt the two of them.
They would love that.
They would love that. And since he's been through so much, just please think about the double. If not, he would probably like to have a female, if somebody has a female cat already. Yes, that would be a good idea. But what's the little girl's name?
Dottie.
Dottie. So there's Norman and Dottie. They do sound good together, don't they? And of course, they've been spayed and neutered and whatever, so that you wouldn't have to worry about any goings on, as it were. So anyway, they are both up, and if you can find it in your great big hearts to take them together, look at that. It's so sweet, and they are very much in love, and they are very much a support for each other, because they both had very difficult pasts, and but if you can only adopt one, then we do understand that. But what we want is for both of them to end up in very happy, steady, loving homes, which they have never known to date. And they are how old, do you know?
They are both about 3 years old.
About 3. So they've got a long, long life ahead with you. And but it would mean so much to me and to the staff if you could find it in your heart to adopt them both. But I know if you can't manage it, then please adopt one of them anyway. So say goodbye, folks. Look at that. Everybody's having a little cleaning time now. So bye-bye, Norman and Dottie, and take care of yourselves. I'm just about to tell you all about this wonderful rabbit. Turns out he's a Boston bunny. But first of all, I just wanted to add about Norman and Dottie, that if you found that you could take them both, the Humane Society would give you a good deal on the second one. Well, I don't know whether it would be the first one or the second one, but anyway, you would get some help. So I just wanted to say that, so that there is more hope of them going together, because they're so much in love. And now I have to say excuse me to Zephyr, because it's meant to be his moment in the sun. And so Zephyr came from Boston.
Yes.
And he was a result of a hoarding situation.
Yep, Boston SPCA rescued him.
Oh, and he seems like just a gorgeous rabbit. He loves to play, he loves toys, and rabbits are more or less housebroken, aren't they? Don't they sort of use their...
Yep, we litter box train them. They're very, very smart, and they love a routine, so it's actually pretty easy to litter box train a rabbit.
Yes, and he likes children.
Yeah, he likes almost everyone he meets.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? I wish we had more people like that in the world.
He's very friendly. He loves kids of all ages.
Yes, he's so sweet. And would he like a companion?
He would. Potentially, rabbits can bond with each other very strongly, so he would probably like to live with a female rabbit, and someone who has some bonding experience to make sure they fall in love properly.
Yes. And he is fixed, of course, so you wouldn't have any trouble. Well, rabbits, they are used to company. I mean, I say warren animals, but what I mean is that they're used to being with a lot. Most animals are. I mean, dogs are pack dogs, horses are herd animals, and it's always sad to me to walk by a field and see a horse on its own, because I think they need company. And so Zephyr would, but we're just saying, if possible. But otherwise, as long as you give him lots of love and attention and lots of toys and nice rabbit food, I'm sure lettuce?
Yep, they eat all sorts of vegetables. Lettuce, kale, cilantro, parsley.
Oh, wow, yes. He's a herbal rabbit. And look at him, he's just a darling. Wouldn't that be lovely to have him sitting on your lap like that? And so if you went out or something, you would shut him up. Otherwise, he could just be lolloping around the house?
Yep, so actually when we adopt rabbits to house homes, we recommend that you have a safe enclosure for them if you're not home, but when you are home, they can hop around your whole house and just spend time with you, just like any other house pet.
Yes. What about plugs and things like that? You have to make sure they can't get to those.
You do need to rabbit-proof your home. They will chew. They can't help themselves. They just love to do it. Yes. So that's why, we recommend that you keep them away, or anything that they could eat off the floor.
They could eat, well they do. And some dogs love to dig. I had a friend that came over with her dachshund the other day and it practically dug up my whole garden. She's still my friend. I didn't say anything. It was very nice of me. So, and in the summer he could go out, if you're there, he could go out in his pen on the lawn and have a nice time out there in a shady spot. Yeah. Maybe he could even go in a car. I don't know. But why not?
I don't know.
Has his special little, I saw this Chihuahua the other day in a car and it had its own little seat between the front seats. And it had its little harness on, and it had a little blanket. Oh, it was so funny. Anyway, so I'm sure he might like to go in the car with you in his little pet cage or something like that. So I think he'd make a wonderful, wonderful companion. And Zephyr is 11 months old.
Yep, he's about 11 months old, and a spayed or neutered rabbit can live to be 10 to 12.
Wow,
so
I didn't know that.
He could have a good long life with you.
Yes, and he's so soft. And so he does love children, but I'm always a bit nervous with very small children because they pick them up and then they drop them, and rabbits don't need to be dropped. So probably sort of 5 or 6 upwards when they're responsible enough and they can understand that you have to be very careful of a rabbit. So come and see Zephyr because you'll love him. And thank you very much for showing him off, Caitlin. And look, and there you see, there's the ears, and but I don't know. I'm sure he's a specific sort of rabbit, but I just prefer a Boston bunny. I'm introducing Izzy and Emily. This is Izzy, the white and brown one, and Emily's there in a very nice T-shirt from the Humane Society. You can buy one if you like. We'd love it. Anyway, Izzy is 3 years old. And she loves to snuggle, as you can see. Hello, sweetheart. Yes, aren't you beautiful? She needs a lot of exercise. We're a little overweight. So it would be really good for us to go to long hikes. Twice a day, but once a day anyway. And maybe a little, we could look into the diet.
Yeah.
But she's very playful. She's very sweet. And and does she like other dogs?
No.
She wants to be an only dog. And she probably like a truck. I'm always saying this, but some dogs I can just see riding in a truck, maybe with a guy. But she could be with older children, maybe 12 and up.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that she might be awfully good at helping with soccer. Chasing the ball and things like that, and probably driving everybody mad because they're trying to have a soccer game, and Izzy wants to join in. And what else have you got to talk about, Izzy?
She loves to train. She loves to learn. She's very food motivated, as you can see.
I have a feeling she might like to go to training classes.
She might, yeah.
I think so because it's good for the dog and her person because you really get to know each other and appreciate each other in different ways. And I just think it's a very good bonding experience, and she might even like the activities, the going through tunnels and up and over walls and things like that. Isn't she lovely? Yes, she said, I'm putting my best act on for the camera because I just know someone out there is going to think I'm the wonderful dog and the dog that they have been waiting for all their lives. That's me, Izzy, and I'm just waiting here, panting to come home with you and to love you and show you what a wonderful, kind, intelligent dog I am. I mean, look at that. And she said, I like being in front of the camera. I like having pictures taken of me. And and I'm just waiting to partake in your life. And you find that you can't do without me after about maybe 2 hours. You'll think, how was life ever managed before we got Izzy? So please come and see us and give Izzy a home. She really needs one, and she's waiting for one, and she's waiting for you. We're ready to go. So this is Ellie Mae, and Ellie Mae is 12 years young. Forget about getting old, folks. I mean, what in human years? She's what, 80 something?
Yeah,
Getting
she's
up
not
there
old.
anyway. But she's not old. She's extremely active, playful, curious. You know, just loves life and is leading life to the full. She loves long walks, which she needs because she's got a little bit of hound in her, or quite a lot of hound in her. Has she got any bloodhound in her? Look at her
she's
ears.
a blue tick hound.
Oh, she's a blue tick. She's full. Oh, I beg her pardon. She's a blue tick hound. And don't worry about her age. I have said this before. The best dog, one of the very best dogs I have ever had in my life, I adopted him when he was 14, old Wolfie. And he lived to be 16. And he was it was one of the best 2 years with a dog. He was wonderful. And I think being adopted into a home instead of, you know, his person died, she was an old lady. And the dog I have now also, his person died, and I adopted him at 8, and he's now nearly 15 and going strong. And Mary behind the camera also adopted a dog, an older dog, who, as Mary says, gets younger every day. So, and it's not fair for a dog like this, who has been in a home you know, all her life, to suddenly, yes, and and she's very healthy, Emily.
Yes, very healthy.
Very healthy, and very pretty, very beautiful, and would love, as I say, to go for long walks with you, on the leash, of course, because she's a hound, and she would need to have a fenced-in area at your home, again, because she's a hound. And yes, I know. And once, yes, sweetheart, yes. And once they get on a scent or have a scent of any sort, they thank you for the kisses, sweetheart. But, you know, they're off. So just make sure that you have a good fenced-in yard, and it makes a difference. I mean, I live on a busy road, and I just have a fenced-in yard, and I know when my guy goes out that he can't get out. So it's a great comfort. And then she said, then we go for lovely walkies with lots of sniffs and a proper walkie.
Yes.
Not running with someone. That is not a doggy walk. When dogs go for a walk, they want to sniff who's been around, who was at that tree, who was at that fire hydrant, was this a fox? I mean, it's exciting. And, you know, and in between times we walk briskly and for a long way, but we do need to have our time sniffing and smelling and checking out the territory. Isn't that right, sweetheart? Oh, you are so sweet. I love those ears, don't you? Mm-hmm.
She's a good girl.
Oh. And she gets on with other dogs?
Yeah, bigger dogs. She's not a fan of small dogs.
No, well, lots of people aren't fans of small dogs, but she likes a big dog.
Yeah.
And she'd like to be with children, older children, 12 and up. And yes, and she just wants to be loved. So we've got a most gorgeous little puppy for you. Her name is Kayla, and she's a puppy, and she's a bit shy. But once she gets to know you, she's very kissy. She loves to give kisses, and she's the sweetest looking little girl. And she's longing for a home, and she would be very loving. She likes other dogs. Probably a younger dog, perhaps, because she's quite active, and so older dogs tend to get a bit grumpy around a puppy. Or she could be maybe an only dog for a while, but would probably like a companion. Oh, you are the sweetest little girl. Thank you, sweetheart. I think probably having a puppy in the house, it would be better to have children 6 and over. It can be very difficult for very small children and puppies to get along. And Kayla is teething at the moment, so she would like lots of those teething bones and things like that. And so that's not always easy with children either, because she'd get a bit mouthy. So, you know, 6 or 7 and up. And that also, I think children of older age really appreciate a dog and know how to manage it. And how old did you say she was?
About 4 months.
So she's young. So she would probably like to do classes, obedience classes in a little while. What do you recommend, 6 months?
Yeah.
Oh, this tail. She's got the most wonderful tail, and it's going wag, 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 wag. I love this, and she's been fostered by Carrie here for a while, but now she's old enough and ready enough to have her own people. And so, oh, she's so sweet. So please, if you think that you are ready for a puppy and you would like a puppy, who of us wouldn't? Please give us a call or just come in our visiting hours and visit this little Kayla, because I love her. I think she's just, and I think I can just see she's got a very sweet, kind nature. I don't think there's a nasty bone in your body, sweetheart. You give me a nice kiss. There we are. Good. So from Kayla and Emily and Carrie and Caitlin, all those wonderful people who've helped us today, we will draw this program to a close. Say thank you so much for watching, and please come and visit us. Please adopt an animal from us. If you can't do that, we love your money. Doesn't matter whether it's $5 from a lemonade stand or whether you can manage a little bit more. We love our volunteers too, to walk dogs and play with the cats, or maybe do office work if that's what you like to do. And who wouldn't want to take this little one for a little walk or play with the cats? So we just need you. We need your presence here. We need you to talk about us to people. But mostly we thank you so much for watching the program. And so from the Upper Valley Humane Society to all of those wonderful people of the Upper Valley, we say goodbye. And particularly you say goodbye, little one, don't you? Yes. Mwah. Only if we understand can we care. Only if we care can we be helped. Only if we help can they be saved.